Hey guys, it's me again. I wanted to do another read aloud, um, and to say hi and touch base with everybody. So if anybody has any questions, care, concerns, please email me or text me or whatever y'all need to do. So I just really miss y'all, and I hope everything's going good. But today we're going to read about a character that I used to read and I used to watch when I was growing up. So today we're going to read Snoopy and the Mars Rover. So I thought this would be really fun. All right, let's get it started. Snoopy was napping on his doghouse when Charlie Brown woke up to ask a favor. I'm working on a project about Mars and need to have it typed. Can you help me? Snoopy sat up slowly and thought, well, that makes sense. I've seen how bad your handwriting is, and I can type a lot faster. Snoopy pulled out his typewriter and put it on the top of his doghouse. He thought to himself, the sooner I get this done, the sooner I get back to my nap. All right, Snoopy, Charlie Brown began, you type as I read. Then he laughed. You know, most kids tell their teacher a dog ate their homework. I'm going to tell mine that my dog typed it. Snoopy sighed. Eating or typing, they never believe a dog is involved. Charlie Brown began to read. Mars is often referred to as the red planet because it looks like a bright red-orange object in the sky. This color is caused by rust in the Martian rocks and dust on its surface. Rusty rocks, Snoopy thought. This universe is weird. Mars is about 34 million miles away from the Earth. It takes at least 8 months to travel to Mars. Snoopy's eyes were starting to droop. He felt tired and typing was not helping him stay awake. Also, Charlie Brown continued, a year on Mars is equal to almost 2 years on Earth. Isn't that interesting, Snoopy? Snoopy was not interested. In space, no one can hear you yawn. He thought. It's really cold on Mars, Charlie Brown continued, much colder than on Earth. Snoopy could barely keep his eyes open as he thought. This report needs something exciting. What it needs is action and adventure. Snoopy decided the best way to help Charlie Brown would be to create a new story, so he began typing. Here is the world famous astronaut sitting on top of his doghouse reading the newspaper. He's sipping cold milk when suddenly he reads some surprising news. What's this? Rover is on his way to explore Mars? This is crazy. That dog Rover can't even find his way out of the backyard. I should be exploring Mars. I'm the world famous astronaut. He knew what had to be done. He put on his spacesuit and announced proudly, Adventure calls! This will be one small step for Beaglekind and a big trying to top Mr. Rover. The astronaut had a problem, though. I don't know how to get to Mars. I bet someone from NASA knows the way. I must have the phone number around here somewhere. NASA is able to help, but getting to Mars will not be easy. He'll need the new spacecraft called the Orion, and he'll need to stop at the moon on the way to Mars. The moon and Mars? Now that's an exciting journey. The astronaut makes his way to the Space Launch System, the most powerful rocket ever built. This system is made to boost Orion out of the atmosphere on all its deep space missions. Plus, it looks cool. The new Orion craft is very impressive. It will carry people and the world famous astronauts farther into space than ever before. Its missions including exploring deep space and Mars. Once a safety check is completed, Orion blasts off toward the moon. But all the world famous astronaut can think about is getting to Mars before Rover does. After flying by the moon, 8 months later, he lands safely on Mars. That was a long trip. I'm glad there was an in flight movie. He emerges from the craft and looks around. Hmm, reminds me of Arizona. Without warning, the ground begins to shake. A very rumbly Arizona. Kicking up reddish dust, he sees a mysterious set of tracks. What are these? Could there be golf carts on Mars? He wonders. The ground begins shaking again. How strange, he thinks. I'm just happy there are no giant volcanoes on Mars. Oh no, I forgot there is a giant volcano on Mars, Olympus Mons, and it's erupting. The world famous astronaut races away and bumps into a small vehicle. Curiosity Mars rover. Oh, you're a rover. The car sized machine created to gather scientific evidence. That makes a lot more sense than a dog. Lava begins to flow like a river. Well, no matter what kind of rover you are, you're about to be toast if we don't get out of here, he shouts. The astronaut leaps onto the rover and wonders, how do you drive one of these things? It did not take long for Charlie Brown to learn that Snoopy was not listening to his report, so he decided to read over his dog's shoulder. When Snoopy paused, he realized Charlie Brown was reading along. Well, it's not my report, he told Snoopy, but it's definitely exciting. So, how does our hero get out of this mess? Charlie Brown asked. Snoopy smiled and got back to typing. Now, boys and girls, what I want to ask you is how would you get out of that type of situation? Think about it. Tell your mom and dad. How would you finish it? I hope y'all are having a great afternoon. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll be back tomorrow for another wonderful read aloud. See you later, guys.